Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. Today we're going to be looking at a particular sect of the Deltarune community who I've had my eye on for a while, but are getting out of control, darn near unhinged. And you know, I should say that this group of Deltarune fans are not a monolith. In fact, there are two types of Deltarune cosplays. One is the thing you see here, you know, high effort fursuit, like very good looking, or very quality looking. And then the second type. It's hard to explain, but you'll know exactly what I mean, like when it pops up. Just brace yourself.
Couldn't stop thinking about it. So I went to the freezer.
Doesn't even let them get a word out, dude. That's fucked up. Let them speak. All right, I should be transparent. When I say that Deltarune cosplays are quote unquote unhinged, I don't mean like just stuff like this, but stuff like that is where we're gonna start. Literally that one. We're going to let Spamton speak because, oh my god, words sure do come out of a mouth when they open.
Hey guys, it is I.
I cannot tell if this is someone failing to keep their composure together when they see what they look like in the preview of the video they're recording. Like, the fact that there's just normal ass glasses over these giant pink and yellow circles, just barely translucent, holding them up. Oh, you have to respect any cosplayer who is scrappy enough to try and make any look they want to make work. It reminds me of an Xbox chair held together by literal duct tape and double-sided sticky pads, also some cardboard. Like, this is a very respectable cosplay because it got done at all. But a Spamton cosplay can look very different. That one was by Tabasco, and it has like all the bells and whistles. The long, smooth nose, the glasses that are proportional to the eyes, the almost jigsaw type of sticking out cheeks. It's like molded a moving mouth. There's just like a lot of detail going on here. It's really impressive everything they've pulled together. And as in character, it still gets just a scared tenor reaction gif in the comments. Whereas the other one, Spamton getting shot in the neck and Papyrus flowing out of it endlessly, man. Who decided this was an edit that needed to get made? Arguably, this one is more accurate to the Spamton in the game if we compare it to like the official live action depiction of Spamton A Spamton by Wayne Radio. This is how he looks during the Spamton sweepstakes and during the Undertale 10th anniversary stream. Like, one of these is closer to this than the other, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, given Spamton is a very popular Deltarune character, and he has tons of iterations, both physical and digital. But don't let that make you think that is the only character people are putting like their entire pussies into cosplaying. Look at this Roaring Knight cosplay, dude. For reference, this is what the Roaring Knight looks like normally. Like, there's some things that you're just not gonna get entirely correct, like the literal inch-wide waist. What is this, 4 pixels? And just the crazy proportions on this thing, but it's pretty goddamn close, I'll give you that. You basically just gotta over-exaggerate all the pieces that are larger than the human body relative to the human body, and they did that shit. The gigantic cod piece is killing me though, I'm not gonna lie. It looks hard, like I'm really messing with it. Now, going to a different Roaring Knight cosplayer, you wouldn't expect to see an Undertale or a Deltarune fan outside. Jade and Lifting got their Roaring Knight cosplay done, you're like, instead of putting on heels, they're wearing, you know, I think I wore these shoes in middle school, I'm gonna keep it a buck, but they're like, you know where I need to go with this? The gym. Yep, just start hitting the machines, bro. As long as no one's on them, you're allowed to. You'd think they'd be getting a lot of weird looks doing this, but this is one of those gyms that has drawings of gigantic buff anime characters on the walls and also Superman right next to it. Like, this is probably one of the better gyms you could go to rocking this look. The fact that it's glow in the dark is kind of menacing, but I imagine it's kind of hard to see out of that thing. And can you even get the full range of motion for most of the workout when you have this thing on your body? I can imagine anything you have to lay down to do an exercise for is tough. The Tenna cosplays are arguably on a different level. I have seen so many like well-crafted TV heads out there. Some of them have like Tenna's tooth expression on it, just have the long ass nose. Other times people are like, let's put a goddamn screen in there for real. And this is the shit that I just genuinely don't understand. Like, being able to get a monitor that fits in there with enough room in your head in the back without like it weighing you down or you falling over. I don't understand how you can physically see through this thing. And what's the first thing that Bunny B lets people do with their Tenna cosplay? Play Smash Bros. Melee on it, as God intended. the fakest gaming I've ever seen. This dude's, I don't even know if this dude's holding a controller. Oh, someone just ate shit. That's rough. I imagine just walking around the convention with this footage playing on the TV ad, without the facsimile of people pretending to play the game off to the side. Do you think they got stopped a lot and people were asking, can I play next round? Can I play winner? Only to get duped. Get absolutely fucked, man.
No! No! Messed up. Breaking roll.
I just realized it's a Deltarune Rickroll boss fight, dude. The entire UI is Rickrolls, different sections from the music video, and the boss fight image is just Rick Astley. Susie looks different, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's funny, like, imagining any Barney cosplayer out there just getting approached by every blue person they see, and they're like, can I get a picture for you? And no, I'm not going to explain, just do as you're told. What the fuck happened to the Chris and Susie sprites, dude? Why are they wide and higher definition? I should not be able to count this many pixels wide on these guys. What the hell happened? It is always preferable to assume that, like, when a person takes a picture with a random other person at the convention for a bit, that the person they're roping into it has no idea what's happening. That's like the way I headcanon these things and like to pretend they happened IRL. It is also sometimes funny to just see inside jokes of the Deltarune community translated into real life. It also hurts when it's done inaccurately. There's like this old audio of Ralsei going, "Hi, I'm Ralsei. I drive a Mercedes-Benz." This is clearly a Ralsei cosplayer driving a car, and the caption even says Mercedes-Benz, question mark. Very important here, is a fucking Toyota, dude. You can't fucking trick me, dude. I know what a Mercedes-Benz logo looks like, all right? I had to sit in the middle seat of a goddamn 90s Toyota when they still had those and they were street legal when I was growing up in high school. So I saw the logo on the goddamn steering wheel all the time. I know what it looks like. I think we should bring back the middle front seat because I always like had this fantasy of like, what if I got launched out the front of the windshield, hands first, and then I did like a sick dive roll and like came out completely unscathed? That's an experience a lot of like the youth of today are missing out on unless they buy a 30-year-old car for cheap. And I really feel like it's a privilege that I want to share with the rest of the world. Okay, this one doesn't have a lot of crazy shit going on until the very end when you freeze frame it.
Don't come crying to me when your big dreams fall apart.
Don't fucking hold your breath.
Hold your goddamn pants, you loser!
It's an incredible final frame. Like, just like the upper mass that this fucker has. Also, the bird leg leggings have to be an incredible pull. Like, those have to be custom made. There's no way you could just, like, buy those outside. Actually, no, there absolutely is a way. In fact, it's very likely there is. There's the ones where you do the entire outfit and you make, like, a fursuit that you put over top your head and it just has a still expression. And then there's the others where, like, you're doing face paint the entire time. This guy's face paint and, like, just how splotchy the blue is compared to, like, how detailed the makeup on Noelle and Susie are is cracking me the fuck up, dude. I guess there's, like, more involvement with all the bird parts you gotta put on, but, like, still, you'd probably be sweltering in that shit, and you'd sweat, like, half the face paint off, so I guess it's acceptable. Looking again at, like, the two types of Deltarune cosplay where you have, like, a helmet or fursuit that goes over your head. Here's a guy in a Sans costume going around with a gigantic ketchup dispenser. I know this is more Undertale than Deltarune, but he's technically in Deltarune, so it counts. It's a real good cosplay, you know? Like, the head seems really professionally put together, and I personally think they did a great job. That's like someone who's really trying to nail the look of Sans, who's almost like trying to be more immersive with anybody who sees them in the costume. Like, you can almost erase the person behind it. Then you have others who are only trying to evoke the imagery of Sans through necessity. This is the Snowden For You page, and this is the first frame of a video of a dude's cosplay of Sans for the sake of just obviously being Sans.
That little human killed everyone! Here I am, chilling! This little 4-foot human walks out of my sneaky lee's crib! Turns out, they find her too!
Oh, the first time I ever saw this on my For You page, dude, I almost busted a gasket laughing because this guy goes on for like a minute straight.
My little bro! He loved humans! He wants to go dap that little human up! He got
Shredded to pieces!
Yeah, beheaded, cleaved his head straight off his body, Papyrus lives for a bit, then fucking like does one last plea for you to be a better person, dies. Fucking awful way to go out. Bocage processes this grief really, really effectively, I think.
Papyrus! Papyrus!
He couldn't keep the hood on, so he has to put his hands over his hair so it looks like he's still like all white skull.
Oh my god! Y'all need to stay inside! That little human is coming for everyone! Don't get me wrong, I'm not scared! I'm not scared, okay? Everybody sleep on me! The problem is that that little human is not your silent royal guard, Willie!
No!
Saiyans was spitting on that. This one is crazy to me. This is like Mile Creates, and this is Deltarune cosplay straight out of the golden era of TikTok cosplay cringe. And it shows in all its glory. From A, how fucking detailed of a Jevil cosplay this is. Like, this looks like those image edits of realistic Jevil. There was like an edit of Speed that looked exactly like this cosplay does, and you can just tell this is from 2019 because of the movements they're doing on camera.
Now I'm the only free one, but I grow lonely in my little freedom. I'd do anything to play a game.
It's like really, really well done, but there's something uncanny about like the movements, dude. And to top it all off, here's a Deltarune cosplay about what was amounted to collective hysteria amongst the fandom, and everybody recognizes it as such nowadays. Also, look who's in the background. We gotta fucking kill this guy. There is no friend inside you, there never was, and there never will be. As long as you're a Quite viewer, you will never know happiness or social connection. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. That Kwytebox email is in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off, I guess.